Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for my 2025 favorites. Yes, I do this video one time a year. It's at the end of the year as we're bringing in the new year to recap everything I loved when it came to skincare, makeup, hair, and a little bit of fragrances in this year 2025. These are my personal favorites. These are my opinions. And if you notice, if you watch these videos every year when I post them, there's a lot of repeats because these are my favorites. I'm not looking for fads. I'm at the age right now where I'm not looking for new and this and I got to try that and that. If these things have worked for 7 years in a row, then they've worked for 7 years in a row. I don't switch it up too much. We're playing in a sandbox. I know my face. I know how my face responds to things. I know how my face looks in things. There are timestamps down below if you're like, I just want to see makeup. I just want to see skincare. Just want to see fragrance. I just want to see hair. I'll put those timestamps down below, and I'll start with probably the area I have the most products in and the area that I get the most questions about in most of my videos, and that's makeup. I will also go in order of how I do my makeup. Same thing with skincare because I think that's easier to talk about, not jump around to different parts. I always start with my brows, and this should be no surprise to you. This is what 7 years in a row. I don't think since I've had Lia Lavon, I've had another brow product that I loved more than the NYX brow pencil in chocolate. This is $9.99. Of course, you can buy Anastasia. Of course, you can spend whatever, $19.99, whatever the case. You can get these from beauty supply stores. I've used these. If I look at, I bought them from beauty supply store. I probably buy them from Amazon as well. Amazon probably says, you want to buy this for the 15th time? I always use it to fill in my brows. Don't use anything else. This is it. Like, this gets my brows together. I'm a creature of habit. If you like a pomade, a gel, whatever you use, you can love it down, but I'm going to always go up for this pencil. It's a simple pencil, has kind of a spoolie brush on the end, so I can kind of like also comb them. My brows are there. They just need a little extra, and this gives it the little extra that it needs. Next, I go into my eye, and eyeshadow wise, love the Natasha Denona bronze palette. That palette has gotten the use out of it in this year of 2025. Of course, there's colors that I hit pan on. I would be interested to see how this palette holds up and how it performs in 2026. It might look so different at that point. And then it's always going to be Soft Glam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I bought a new one in 20. I had been using that same one from about 6 years ago, 4 years, but I bought a new one. Although it looks dirty, I'm not a big fan of the cloth of it. It gets so dirty so fast. I like more of a you can wipe it off type thing. I do use this a lot. Of course, there's colors that I use more than not, and these are the only two palettes I used on my eye today. Oh, that might be a lie. I might have used a little bit from the new Natasha Denona palette, the one I bought during the Sephora sale. I love Natasha Denona. I have at least, I think, 4. Got the nudes. I got this one. I got the pinks. I got like a lot of her palettes. I think she makes some incredible shadows, just like Anastasia. I think they're very good with the palettes as well. Just really, for me, I like her. I like her Amrezy one. I like the one that Jackie Aina did years ago. Like the shadows be shadowing. And then for lashes, you guys know they discontinued my lashes in this year. That's right. They discontinued my lashes. RIP. If you watched my vlog this year, I was so sad. I knew it was coming because I went in my store and I couldn't find them. I was like, okay, maybe my store just doesn't carry them anymore. Let me go online, because worst comes to worst, I order it online. They weren't online anymore. Why? I was killing it for you. Why, when I like something, y'all discontinue with factories? Is it me? Y'all hate me? But I've been on a hunt for new lashes. Today's lashes, I'm just going to share the lashes I have on today. This does not mean they're my favorite of the year, but I know I'm going to get questions. What lashes you got on right now? I have these on. They are from the Cherry Blossom brand. It's a 4-pack. I kind of like them. Not to say these could be my favorite, because once I learn something new, they start disappearing. But the Cherry Blossom Orcus lashes are what I have on today. I'm just in a testing phase now, though, so I'm testing a lot. And then I also have been doing lash extensions this year as well. A little bit towards the end of this year, I went to a new girl here in Charlotte. Her name is Valerie. She does a phenomenal job. That the girl I was going to before did a good job, but like I would go in and I say I want one thing and I'll leave looking the exact same way. So she didn't know how to do versatility. Like, I think a lot of lash people will look at it and say, oh, what are you looking for? You want that? But then they have their standard lash and every single model looks the same. My girl, they don't look the same. Like, she does good. She does good work. I've been loving some lash extensions, so don't think every time that I come on here, it's just a lash. It could be my lash extension girl doing her Bambi lashes, or it could be me wearing a lash. It really depends on when you catch me. Primer this year, none other than Milk Makeup's Hydro Grip Primer. You guys know what time it is. I love this. I have like one more pump left. I mean, it's at the top. You see, it's at there's no more product. We're really scrubbing the bottom, but I bought a new one at the Sephora sale and I'm finally going to use it. But a little bit goes a long way when it comes to the Hydro Grip, and that's probably what I've used the last year. I'll put up on screen too if I can while I'm talking about these things, so you can know, like, was it a last year? Is it a new or is it repeating? Is it new or is it repeating? Two foundations I've killed this year. One, the Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydro Glow Foundation. This one, I'm in the shade 3Y50. This is all I have on today. So I have on the 3Y50, which is a little bit darker than me. Why didn't I go for the 3Y46? It's just whatever I grab in there. This one is like more my summer shade, but I think I look a little darker than I normally do. It's no problem. It's no problem, honey. Because I bronze, I put a lot of stuff on. And then the Tower 28 Sunny Days. This is in 50 Sunset. I wear this every day, like when I'm not filming. This has SPF in it, though. SPF is not great for taking photos. It can kind of, especially if you're in a flashy situation, don't use something with SPF in it, unfortunately. Use something that's more, the SPF is great. The SPF is great, and that's why I love it for a day-to-day. Need that SPF. However, I want my video to look good. I want HD. I want my photos to look good. This is so good for photography, so good for camera. It's so good for like just that type of thing. I do not wear this Monday through Friday though. Unless at work they're saying, "Hey, we're having picture day. There's going to be something," or it's career fair and I have to do that. So this is Saturday, Sunday. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like, this is work week, me. And because I start a new job January 5th, I'm going into the new year with a new job and gonna be a fresh attitude. This is gonna probably get pulled out a lot. This is gonna probably be, she gonna have to show up a lot more than she used to, because honey, I go in the office more with this new job. And my old job, sometimes I didn't even go in the office with makeup, especially during those last couple months there. Next, concealer. I said in my last Sephora video that my go-to concealer is not at Sephora, unfortunately, so I never can re-up on it at the Sephora VIB sale. However, it is at MAC, and MAC has 20% off sales all the time too, and MAC's going in Sephora soon, so I heard. I don't know when or what point, but that'll be great, so I can get it at the one place. But I use the MAC Studio Radiance Concealer. I'm in the shade NC42. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. As I've aged, this area is the most sensitive. So the concealer I choose is more important to me than the mascara I choose or the whatever. Like, it's the most important thing to me. And so I did want to try one from Sephora. I hear great things about the Tower 28 concealer. If you follow my channel and saw that Sephora video, you know I bought it in Playa during the sale. That was a little dark for me. So I went back during the most recent sale. So Sephora always has a 20% off sale again in December. And usually, sometimes I might buy something that I needed to think more about. So I went back and bought the Tower 28 in Pali. Pali. I bought this, and that just is one shade lighter than Playa. I think Playa was just my shade. It was what I would be in a foundation, not what I needed in concealer. I don't need cakey anymore. Our under eye are the first ones to tell us that we're aging. And so what the 21-year-olds use, what the 28-year-olds use, might not be the ones that us 30s need to use. And we need to be aware of that. As far as setting powder for my under eye, you already know what time it is. It's Laura Mercier time. It's always Laura Mercier time. I do not set my entire face. I just feel like I have too many powders in the process anyways. I don't have the skin that needs a bunch of powders. I don't set my entire face. Only area I set, under my eye. Only product I use for that, Laura Mercier. Contour. Love the Rare Beauty. I love the Rare Beauty. It's it's right at the perfect shade. I'm in the shade Serene. And then I also love going in with my No Limits contour stick. It's in the shade Coral. Courage. Why can I not say that? Courage. And then for a topper, I'm gonna buy a new one this year. Please don't judge me. I've had this forever. It still says new on the side of it, and this ain't been new in years. This has been new in a long time. It's the Black Radiance Contour Palette in the shade Medium Deep. I'm ashamed at how many years I've had that. Let's go to the blush though. Been the year of the liquid blushes for me. Rare Beauty has them all. I have multiple shades here just as an example. But this is Hope. This is Happy. Have some darker ones too. Those more burgundy ones. There's nothing else I want to use when it comes to blush. I think in my age too, I love the naturalness that a kind of a cream blush gives as opposed to a more powder blush. Now, highlight hasn't been an incredible year for finding that highlight product that I just know I need, but I do love the Laura Mercier in Discretion highlight. That's probably one I use the most, but I'm still looking. They can be a little bit chalky, and I don't know if it's my skin or has changed. I know my skin has changed, but I don't know what it is, but I'm not falling in love with highlight as much as I did. This is what I have on today. Lip liner, it's always MAC Chestnut. There's no other lip liner than the MAC Chestnut. If you don't have MAC Chestnut in your collection, what are you utilizing? As a Black woman, we need MAC Chestnut. Lipstick, I don't have a favorite because I just be doing stuff. Today I have on, let me grab what I have on. Today I have on this old one I bought from Colored Rain like a long time ago. It's like such a cute little shade. It is Colored Rain's Latte. Is Colored Rain still exist? Like that's the thing. That's why I never give out my lipstick recommendations because child, I be using some things that do they even still make them? Do they even still make these things? I don't have an attachment to them. But that is it when it comes to makeup. That was top to bottom, all things makeup. Let's go to skincare though. That's been the thing I've been focused on in 2026 more than anything. And it should not shock you that this bottle that I need to refill again. I need to refill one more good time. The kale and green tea, spinach, vitamin, superfood cleanser is all I need to get by. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Can't say enough good things. I talk about it often. That's been my cleanser of the year. Step 2 in my process, I tone. I love the Paula's Choice toner. Not harsh at all. Love it. I didn't until very recently use this daily. So I went and got a facial. Part of my routine is I always get facials. I'm not new to facials. I'm not one of those girls who's like, I never get a facial. I think it's important. I think it's very important at my age to get them. And especially I think from an esthetician perspective, getting the advice. They see more than what I see. And so I got a facial recently and she said, do you exfoliate? And I was like, yeah, but not like every day. You can't exfoliate every day, right? You're not supposed to. And no, you can and you should. And so I've always used the Paula's Choice, the 2% BH liquid exfoliant. I used this, but I wasn't using it daily. She just said, and I need to hear this. I need to hear, at my age, your skin doesn't turn over as much as you would, as it did when you were in your 20s. I think she says this might be every 3 weeks when you're in 20s and you're young, and then it's 3 weeks, and then it goes to 4 weeks when you get older. And so your skin turnover rate is a little different. And so I was asking really in regards to like dermaplaning, because I like getting dermaplane, but I don't want to get dermaplane too often or too long. So I usually wait like 6 months, and I'm like, is there a different time frame? And she's like, with your age, your skin and the new skin that's kind of coming in, it just takes a little bit longer. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense, because scars take a little bit longer to heal than they used to. Like when I was younger, if I got a scab, like it'd be like it never happened again. Now I got a boo-boo on my leg the other week. It just healed. I had it on my leg when I was in Tokyo. It just healed this week, and I've been back from Tokyo for about 3 weeks. Something like that would have, in my teens, would have taken a week max to scab over and be done with. Now it takes longer. Even my skin, like I popped a zit before I went to Tokyo. You can still see it. And I'm like, dang, should I not even pop zits no more? Because now they're not going to turn. My skin isn't the same skin. But I say all that to say, exfoliating every day now. On the back of it does say at first use every other day, then up to twice a day. And this is a liquid exfoliant, so it feels just like a toner does. It's just liquid. I put it on my cotton pad. Do. She's like, you can also get exfoliant already cotton pads, so they come in a jar and you can just pull out the jar. So really, if you're watching this right now, you're like me, we're 30s, put some exfoliant back into your life. The estheticians are saying it, okay? Next, we have serums, and I have 4 this year that I really loved. The Clarins Double Serum, expensive as all be, but I love it. I love it. More inexpensive. These are my daytime ones. So that Clarins, I use it during the day. My hyaluronic acid by the Inculus, I use it every day, every morning. You can use it in the evening. My niacinamide drops, these are from Glow Recipe, the niacinamide watermelon. These have the sun glow, so these have a little bit of the tint to it. I wear this every day where I don't wear makeup. So there are some days where I don't wear makeup at all, and I just want a little skincare. I use that on because it gives me a little bit of a glow. It has a little bit of a bronzy. Let me show you what I mean. Ooh, I need some more. You see how it comes out? It looks almost like a tinted, and it just gives me a little glow. Like it's a little bit of a glow. Now, when we get to nighttime, I do use a retinol serum. And then I did buy, if you watch my Sephora VIB sale, I bought this online, was the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Serum. It's the little tink. Child, can you even see it? Can you even see it? So during the December sale, again, there's always a sale. Usually this year, I think it must have run from like December 2nd to the 14th. It was a lot of days. It gave me a lot of time to think about it because I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't end up buying till the 12th. I did not end up buying what I needed to buy until December 12th because I was like, do I need something? Do I really need? And I was like, I need the bigger version. I need the bigger version of this. So I did buy the bigger version. I'm glad I got to test it out from like November till right now, and then say I think I like it. I think I like it. So as far as I love the Belief Eye. Oh, I love this. It's got the little thing. I go like this, my little eye treatment, the balm gel eye treatment. Love that. And then we have Laneige, for my lippies, for my little lip. And then last but not least, for my skin, this is what I use at night. During the day, I use the product that I talked about, my Sephora VIB sale, the Air Whip. I'm not using that right now because I'm trying to use up something I got from L'Occitane. L'Occitane sent me a facial, and I'm trying to use it up. I'm also not like in love with that one, but I'm somebody who, I'm not gonna waste a product. If I have a product, I'm gonna use it. L'Occitane, it feels thick, and I'm almost wondering. I told you guys I've been having some skincare things. I'm wondering, that's the only new thing I've introduced, and it's the only thing that's not been loving. So I'm almost like, I need to not stop using the L'Occitane. I think that's the only new thing I've used in this whole routine, and that's the only thing I have something coming in right here, something on my face. It's just, I'm like, do I need to go back to my Youth to the People? This one is the night. It says on the back, apply at night. So this is their night super berry dream mask. It feels so moisturizing that I can wake up and I still feel so moisturized. This is the best night cream. I'm like almost at the bottom. This is the best. Their Air Whip, I use that during the day. So the Air Whip, the white version, I bought my friends that too for Christmas. We had to bring our favorites to a holiday party recently, and I bought a smaller size of this and then a smaller size of the Air Whip. Because I was like, if we really bring in things we really used, I'm bringing things I really love. So I love Used to the People. And yeah, that's it for skincare. Let's do fragrances and then do hair last. I'm going to do a full fragrance video like I did in 2024. Like the breakdown, I did all my rankings. I spent copious amounts of time compiling that list. But I'm going to do just my 3 favorites of the year. And I think 2 of them are new. I think 2 of my favorites of this year are new. One isn't, and that's YSL. I say Lieb, and then some people say Libre. And then I feel like the French say Lib. So I feel like I feel so chic when I say YSL Lib, but Libre. YSL Libre. This is not the intense version. I do have the intense version. I do prefer the regular over the intense, which is funny. I think they turn up the vanilla a little bit in the intense, and that's not the note I would love the most. So I think you turned up the vanilla and you turned me down. I like it though. I like the intense. I think intense still makes my top 15. I think though the original, I feel like I'm a rich girl. It's a floral. If you're not a floral girl, you won't love it. But I'm a floral girl and I love it. This is Parfums de Marly Valaya or Valaya. I hear it both ways. I'm not good with pronunciation. As a girl whose name is Talia and who gets all the time Talia. I think those are the two. I think the two major ones are, is it Talia or Italia? And I'm like, neither. It's Talia. I had that literally happen the other day. They were like, is it Talia or Talia? It's neither. It's Talia. But Valaya Exclusive. Let me be very clear. This is the Exclusive version, not the normal version. This, to me, I made a dent enough in it. I try not to dent it too much. This fragrance is a lot of money. But it is the clean girl of all clean girl scents. If you're looking for a clean scent, I was on the hunt in 2020. In 2024, remember, I was like, I want clean, but people are not getting clean right. They're doing clean good, but they're not getting clean to stay a long time. Clean can be here today, gone tomorrow. Clean can be too soapy. Clean can be too aromatic. Clean can be, it can mean too many things. This is clean, floral, girl, with a little bit of a punch and a little bit of a longevity to it. And then Delina La Rose. La Rose. This is not Delina, my favorite. Exclusive. I go back and forth. Some days I'm like, Exclusive is better. Some is this. I think I'm at a point right now where this is better. Delina Exclusive can be a bit much. It's a rose, it's a powerful, it's a punch. You are going to get compliments. People will notice if you have the Exclusive version on. They will note. They can't not notice. It can be too offensive for some. It can be too offensive. You have to be like, is this too loud for a situation? Am I being too rose? Am I coming in smelling like too much of a pretty princess? That's what Exclusive is going to give you. I've had men ask about it for their wives, and I'm like, sir, let me write it down for you. And then he looks up the price. It was my Uber driver. He was looking up the price. He's like, ooh, this might be Christmas. This might have to be a Christmas gift. And I'm like, and it will be. And I hate giving it out because I know people are gonna see that price tag. And sometimes you don't know what people's price budget is. And so I say that price and I'm like, but it's good. But it's good. And it is good. However, La Rose is just toned down just enough that it still shows up and performs. I say it's a watered down version. I think the bottle, even in itself being translucent as opposed to the opaque nature of Delina Exclusive, I think it already lets you know it's not as intense. It's rose, but I think it's a good split between a rose and a clean. A rose and a clean together and they had a baby. This is it. I think you're gonna like it. If you like Delina and but you're like, or you don't like Delina and you think Delina's Exclusive is too much, then you might like the Rose. And last but not least, we have hair. It should be no surprise. Olaplex number 4 is my shampoo of life. No notes. Just an excellent shampoo. I've been using the Clarifying by Mishi. I've been using some others at some points, but what I go back to is just again expensive, and so I'm sometimes using it sparingly. In terms of conditioner, a solid performer this year that I've used a lot of. You can see this is the big bottle. I don't know if you can see the line. I'm almost halfway done. The Deeper Moisture by Giovanni. It's been really good. I've been using it a lot for my crochet hair. You've noticed I've tried a lot more human hair crochet in this year. It's performed very well. That I think it's a good compliment. I might mix it with my Olaplex deep conditioner or something else, but the Giovanni been doing all right. It's been doing well. Next, I've used this a lot this year. This is the Dews Chief Rocka. Remember when I actually did the video on it? I did the video on it like doing a comparison between this and what was it? The Crazy Sexy Curl. I'm looking at my shelf. I did a comparison of this and Crazy Sexy Curl because Crazy Sexy Curl mousse is my favorite on my own hair. And I didn't love this on my own hair, But this has been great. Like, I don't like to waste product. This has been great for my human hair crochet. And so I'm almost about to run out on this, and hasn't really touched my own hair, but been an incredible aid to my human hair crochet. And then for my synthetic crochet, it's always going to be Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1 Miracle Worker, no drip, activator, and moisturizer. Oh, and then very last but not least, in terms of color, you guys know they discontinued again. Anything I love, the brand say yes. Take everything I talked about. We'll see next year how many of these they don't make no more. Paula's Choice probably gonna stop making this. Tower 28 probably gonna stop making this. Like, I'm looking around seeing what's about to be discontinued. Just use my video as what they're gonna take away. They took away my Clairol Textures and Tones for RC Cherry Wood color. That is what I dye my own hair. I guess they didn't even want me dye my own hair anymore. And I reached out to Clairol. I really reached out to them, and they said, fortunately, we don't make it anymore, but you can use 4. They gave me another option that's a red. I can't use that. 4RC was a specific color. That was my color. That was me. And then y'all talking about, you can do this, you can do that. Excuse you. I'll find a solution. Thank you. I did. All I had to do was Google 4RC though. 4RC came up. Ion brand, which is a Sally's brand. I bought this from Sally's. Their color is medium copper brown. So it was 4RC cherry wood, the Clairol Textures and Tones. It's 4RC medium copper brown. That's what color I am. Medium copper brown. Not this color because I got crochet hair in. But I dyed my hair maybe 2 weeks ago. So up under here, I don't have all that new growth that I had in my last few videos. I'm good. I'm good and colored. No thanks to you, Claire. Well, no thanks to you, Clairol. I used my last few boxes of Clairol. I probably have one more time to use the Clairol, but this I used on all my human hair crochet this year, the ones that I wanted to blend, and it worked phenomenally. I love the price. I think it's what, $4.99. So people who are asking me, when you see my hair color in all the videos where my hair is actually out, what hair color I am, I'm Ion 4RC medium copper brown. And that's it. That has been my favorites of this year. These have been the products that I've loved. I will make a separate video, of course, for all my fragrances, talking top to bottom about that. I'll also make a video on my lifestyle. Someone asked me last year in this video, they were like, it'd be good if I knew like your favorite books or your favorite things outside of that. And I was like, I'll do that probably in a separate video. I don't want this video to be too long, but I'll definitely talk about, because I have a lot of favorite books this year. I have a lot of favorite clothing, jewelry, like just things I've loved. And I'm thankful that you guys want that. If you guys want anything else, so leave it down below in the comments. I'm always all ears down there, and I'm always up for a good thumbs up. If you're down there and you want to give this video a good thumbs up, I'm not going to stop you. If you want to give it a thumbs down, I'm not going to stop you either. I will say, though, that we love, and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing that happens over here on this channel, as well as you have that notification bell on so you're alerted. We don't want you to miss anything. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at LiaLavon89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at LiaLavon, which is a few more shenanigans and a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.